Max Demon1 Mazanov is a highly accomplished professional Valorant player, born on September 7, 2002, holding dual American and Russian nationality. At 23 years old, he has established himself as one of the most mechanically gifted duelists in the game's competitive scene, renowned for his exceptional aim, clutch potential, and aggressive playstyle. Demon1's career trajectory is a classic rags to riches story in esports, rising from Tier 2 obscurity in North America to becoming the MVP of Valorant Champions 2023, where he led Evil Geniuses to their first international title and North America's inaugural World Championship. He first gained traction with organizations like SQN 2.0, where he secured multiple weekly and monthly victories, including first places at Knights Arena North America Weekly number 8 and number 12, Knights Arena Monthly Gauntlet September $2,500, and Moonrise $1,000 Showdown number $2,750. He also played for Flex Gaming and Team Artisan in events like the Nerd Street Summer Championships and Mystic Singularity Series, amassing small but consistent prize money totaling around $5,000 from these grassroots tournaments. Which mouse does Demon1 use? Demon gained prominence in 2023 while playing for Evil Geniuses, where he predominantly used the G-Wolves Hattie S Plus 4K wireless mouse, a lightweight option around 49 grams with a high polling rate and precise sensor, ideal for his arm aiming technique that requires large, fluid movements. This mouse contributed to his standout performances, including his MVP run at Valorant Champions 2023. Many pro settings trackers from that era and into 2024 consistently listed the HTS Plus or similar G-Wolves models as his go-to peripheral, emphasizing its ambidextrous shape and reliability in high-stakes matches. In 2025, Demon1 has collaborated closely with Asus ROG, leading to the release of the ROG Harp 2 Ace Demon1 Edition, a 48-gram ultralight wireless mouse co-developed with his input for esports precision, featuring an 8K polling rate and a shape tailored for competitive Valorant play. While this custom edition highlights his influence on mouse design and he has promoted ROG products, recent updates from sites like pyrosettings.net confirm he continues to use G-Wolves Hattie S Plus variants, such as the HTS Ultra 8K, in his actual gameplay. Community observations from streams and LAN events also note him sticking with G-Wolves for consistency, even occasionally using wired mode for stability. Demon1 mouse settings. At the heart of Demon's setup is his DPI set to 1600. This high DPI value is a deliberate choice in modern Valorant, powered by Unreal Engine 5.3, where lower DPIs can lead to input starvation, jitter, and quantization errors due to insufficient motion data per frame. By opting for 1600 DPI, Demon1 ensures smoother delta reporting from his mouse sensor, reducing pixel skipping and providing granular angular resolution that aligns perfectly with the game's subframe interpolation. This is paired with an in-game sensitivity of 0.1, yielding an eDPI of 160 calculated as DPI multiplied by sensitivity. Such a low eDPI demands a spacious playstyle, favoring large arm movements over wrist flicks, which suits Demon1's aggressive, high ACS duelist role on agents like Jett and Raze. Players emulating this often report initial discomfort but eventual mastery in long-range tracking and 180-degree turns. For scoped and ADS scenarios, Demon maintains scoped sensitivity multiplier at 1 and ADS sensitivity at 1, ensuring no scaling distortion when zooming with Operator, Guardian, or abilities like Sova's Recon Bolt. This 1:1 ratio preserves muscle memory across engagements, critical for a player known for one-tapping snipes in high-stakes clutches. His polling rate is set to 4000 Hz, a premium feature on his mice that polls position data 4000 times per second, slashing input latency to sub-millisecond levels compared to standard 1000 Hz. This high refresh rate is vital for wireless competitors, combating Bluetooth Wi-Fi overhead while enabling pixel skipping advantages in fast-paced flicks. Though some outdated trackers list 1000 Hz, recent verifications confirm 4 kHz as standard. Demon enables raw input buffer on, bypassing Windows mouse acceleration entirely for unfiltered, direct sensor-to-game input, eliminating acceleration curves that could introduce inconsistency. Complementing this, his Windows pointer sensitivity is dialed to 4, a subtle offset that fine-tunes desktop feel without impacting in-game raw input. These OS-level tweaks ensure seamless transitions between practice tools like AimLab and Live Cues. Demon1 crosshair settings. His crosshair settings emphasize a small, outlined inner line crosshair that provides just enough structure for headshot alignment without cluttering the screen. Demon1 opts for a custom color approximated as white but rendered via hexadecimal code #FFFFFF, a vibrant cyan blue hue that stands out sharply against Valorant's colorful maps without being overly bright. Outlines are enabled with full opacity 1:1 and a thickness of 1 pixel, creating a crisp black border that prevents the crosshair from blending into backgrounds during intense fights. The center dot is disabled entirely, promoting a head-level crosshair placement philosophy that Demon1 has preached in streams, forcing players to maintain precise pre-aim at enemy head height rather than relying on a forgiving dot. Inner lines are the core of the reticle shown with 100% opacity, a short length of 3 units, thickness of 1, and an offset of 2 units from the center, forming a small plus-sign shape that's easy to center on targets. Movement and firing error recovery are both disabled on inner lines to avoid dynamic expansion that could throw off static aim, while outer lines are completely turned off to maintain minimalism. Though outer movement firing error multipliers are set to 1 as a fallback, they rarely activate due to the outer lines being absent. Demon1 video settings. Demon1 runs Valorant at its native 1920 by 1080 resolution in 16:9 aspect ratio, using letterbox scaling method to avoid distortion and maintain sharp edges. Display mode is full screen for lowest input lag, with multi-threaded rendering enabled to leverage his high-end CPU. He caps refresh rates implicitly through hardware up to 600 Hz on his monitor and prioritizes stability with nvidia Reflex low latency enabled plus boost where applicable. These choices deliver buttery smooth performance, minimizing screen tearing and maximizing responsiveness on competitive setups. Demon1's graphics preset is aggressively low to prioritize FPS and enemy visibility over visual fidelity, a staple among top pros. Material quality, texture quality, detail quality, and UI quality are all set to low, eliminating unnecessary clutter like high-res textures that could obscure models. Vignette, VSync, bloom, and distortion are fully off to reduce motion blur and post-processing haze. Anti-aliasing is MSAA2X for subtle edge smoothing without heavy performance hits, paired with 4X anisotropic filtering to keep distant surfaces crisp. Improved clarity and cast shadows are off. Experimental sharpening is on for added pop, and enemy highlight color is purple tritanopia for optimal contrast against backgrounds. This configuration ensures 600 plus FPS consistently, even in chaotic teamfights, on his RTX 4080 super-powered rig. Demon1 monitor settings. Diving into the on-screen display settings, Demon1's configuration is fine-tuned for maximum visibility in dark areas while maintaining natural colors and sharpness, crucial for spotting enemies in Valorant's shadowy corners. He sets picture mode to standard, brightness to 100 maximizing luminance without washout on the TN panel, contrast to 60 balancing depth without crushing blacks, sharpness to 6 subtle edge enhancement to avoid over-sharpening artifacts, gamma to 3 gamma 3 curve for balanced midtones, and color temperature to normal avoiding cool or warm biases that could skew enemy outlines. Advanced features include AMA on high for overdrive pixel response, Diac 2 on premium the highest tier for elite motion clarity, reducing blur during rapid flicks, black equalizer at 16 lifting shadows to reveal hidden foes without brightening the entire image, color vibrance at 16 enhancing saturation for better target pop, and low blue light at 0 no filtering to preserve full color accuracy and refresh speed. Graphics card tweaks include nvidia digital vibrance at 50% for subtle pop. These exact values were shared directly by Demon1 in his May 2025 X thread, aligning perfectly with ProSettings.net's verified data, and they emphasize visibility in Valorant's low-light maps like Bind or Split. Demon1 map settings. Demon configures his minimap rotation to rotate, meaning the entire minimap dynamically spins to align the top edge with the direction his character is facing at all times. This setting is a staple among aggressive duelists and flex players like Demon, as it eliminates the mental overhead of recalibrating directions mid-fight. Up is always forward, simplifying flicks, peeks, and rotations around sites. Paired with fixed orientation set to based on side, the minimap adapts its baseline layout depending on whether his team is attacking or defending. This hybrid approach provides contextual familiarity on maps like Ascent or Bind, where site-specific callouts like a main or B hookah become visually intuitive without forcing a rigid north-up view, which could disorient during rapid off angles or post-plant scenarios. A key element of Demon's setup is keep player centered toggled off, which prevents his player icon from remaining locked in the minimap center. Instead, the icon shifts toward the edges as he moves deeper into enemy territory, revealing more of the overall map layout, flanks, and utility placements. This is particularly advantageous for Demon's playstyle, seen in his Champions runs and recent VCT appearances, where he frequently entries sites or holds long angles, needing visibility of retake paths or lurking threats without panning manually. Complementing this, his minimap size is scaled to 1.2 larger than the default 1.0, expanding the radar's footprint on his HUD for better glanceability during crosshair resets or ability usage, without encroaching too much on central screen real estate. Demon1 fine-tunes minimap zoom to 0.8, striking a balance between zoomed-in detail for precise enemy tracking and sufficient breadth to monitor multi-site executes or split pushes. This moderate zoom level shines on sprawling maps like Haven or Pearl, where he can discern individual teammate icons amid smokes while spotting isolated rotates. Visibility is further enhanced by minimap vision cones enabled on, overlaying translucent cones from each agent's line of sight on the minimap. These cones provide critical intel on spotted enemies or utility paths, aiding Demon1 Sentinel or controller flexes by highlighting blind spots for lurks or post-plant denies, essential in pro play where split-second decisions hinge on incomplete voice comms. Demon1 keybinds settings. Demon1 maintains a low sensitivity setup paired with high DPI for rapid, controlled movements, low graphics for maximum FPS, and customized keybinds that prioritize accessibility on his keyboard layout. His keybinds are straightforward yet highly efficient, emphasizing quick access to abilities and weapons without finger strain during intense engagements. Movement keys are standard. Walk is bound to left shift, crouch to left control, and jump to both spacebar and mouse while down for versatile bunny hopping and movement tech. Interaction and equipment follow a logical progression. Use object on F, primary weapon on 1, secondary on 2, melee on 3, and spike on 4. Abilities are mapped to a comfortable Q, E, C, X cluster for fluid ability usage. Ability 1 on C, ability 2 on Q, ability 3 on E, and ultimate on X. This setup enables seamless agent-specific plays, such as rapid utility deployment on duelists like Jet or Raze. Demon1 gears. His setup emphasizes precision and consistency, favoring a very low effective DPI EDPI for controlled aiming, which allows him to make micro-adjustments with ease while maintaining high performance in competitive play. In terms of gear, Demon1's peripherals are selected for lightweight design, speed, and reliability. His primary mouse as of December 2025 is the G-Wolves Hattie S Plus 4K, a lightweight wireless model supporting high polling rates, though he has previously used variants like the HTS Plus 4K, Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition, and others. He pairs it with a large mousepad such as the Yuki Aim X Demon1 Collaboration Edition or Zowie Bank GSR SE Rouge for smooth gliding. His keyboard is the Asus ROG Falchion Ace HFX, a compact 65% mechanical board with rapid trigger capabilities. For monitoring, he relies on the Bank Zowie XL2586X Plus, offering ultra-high refresh rates for buttery smooth visuals. His overall setup, including a high-end PC with components like an Intel Core i9 14900K and nvidia RTX 4080 Super, is optimized for professional Valorant play, blending cutting-edge hardware with finely tuned settings to support his aggressive and precise style.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news and updates. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips or what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.